a pilot because you can get a lot of money with it, and I want to open a cat sanctuary.
In fact, everyone knows me as the cat. The cat girl, because my life is just cats.
I started seeing cats, and eventually I started feeding them as well, knowing that it was, you know, downhill all the way now.
The biggest issue is food.
Yes.
Because
How many cats do you have here?
we have nearly 200.
I think she's more of a girl. Female cats have more of this sort of elegance to... The boys are much more rounder, no? Like we call them babushu.
His arm all infected, and he was flying from the walls, literally fly. I heard sounds. I went to open the door, and I see this cat going crazy. I went to close the door. As soon as he saw me, he looked at me like he wanted to literally attack me.
Well, I believe, you know, I can't say I was a cat in another life, but I think I was.
You'll find the island of Malta in the Mediterranean Sea, just south of Sicily. Malta, Camino and Gozo make up the Maltese islands, with mainland Malta being the largest of the trio. Malta has been ruled by many, including the Romans, Turkish, English, French, and of course the Knights of St. John. Tourists are attracted to the endless sunshine, turquoise sea, fortresses, and the megalithic temples. It's easy to get swept up in the unique beauty of the island. I'm Sarah Jayne, the Director of Cats of Malta. As an Australian with Maltese heritage, moving to Malta during the summer of 2017 and living there for 4 years helped me to discover my roots. I've always felt a connection to Malta and the locals, but what surprised me was the unavoidable presence of stray cats. The human population in Malta is approximately 450,000. The stray feline population is close to 100,000. Curious as to why there are so many strays, who looks after them, and how cats influence Maltese culture, I decided to chat with locals and the cat community to ask these questions and many more.
Nano would go on his belly and catch his own fish. He was independent.
And wild.
After the accident, he's begging now. Very intelligent.
But what happened one night was when we had the restaurant going and there was a terrace full of people. There was a car parked down by our stairs, and there was Nano under the car, just relaxing. What happened was a person was walking with a small dog, but this tiny dog passed very close to Nanu from, you know, where he was lying under the car. Apparently, Nanu attacked the dog. So, you know, it jumped literally, and it was a bit of a chaotic situation. All my customers just were all over, you know, looking around what's happening. And the man just didn't know what else to do. And the first thing that came to his head was to kick the cat. It all happens, you know, in seconds, and it's very difficult to understand while we were standing here working and what's happening down there. But all I know is that after all that happened, the cat was suffering, and so I decided to go down, and we all decided to call for a pet ambulance. And when they did come, we asked whether Nanu would come back once he's healed. And they said that once a stray cat is taken, they won't bring the stray cat back. And since Nanu's been here for so many years, we decided not to give it to them and to take the responsibility personally and to help him to bring him back. It was past 11 o'clock in the evening on that night, and I went to try and find a private vet open, and there was only one that opens 24 hours in Attard, and he said that he had to amputate it. Obviously, there had to be some time of recovery after that, so I took the responsibility to take him to my house, and I was giving him the antibiotics and painkillers. For the first few days, he was very calm, but we noticed that the arm was getting infected. So I called the vet, and I asked whether they could come and visit the cat at my house, and they said they couldn't, so I had to put him to sleep, put him in the cage, and take him to the vet. So he gave me some pills to put him to sleep. I must have made a confusion at the time, I don't know. Maybe the vet did not explain what I should be doing or not, but I gave the cat the sleeping pills with the antibiotics and with the painkillers. So I was not sure if I was supposed to give all that medicine in one go. Well, all I remember is that after about half an hour, this cat went crazy. Absolutely, I had never seen anything like this in my life.
The cocktail mixture.
He had this, his arm all infected, and he was flying from the walls, literally. I heard sounds. I went to open the door, and I see this cat going crazy. I went to close the door, and literally, as soon as he saw me, he looked at me like he wanted to literally attack me. So I went to close the door, and he jumped to the door. And I swear,
this is with 3 legs, huh?
He grabbed the door like this, and he wouldn't let me close it. I was calling my daughter. I freaked out. I was petrified. I didn't know what to do. So I closed the door, and I was like, that's it. I'm not going back in there.
It sounds funny, but it's terrifying.
It was,
when a cat...
I will never
If you lock a cat up...
Crazy. And the next day, my daughter, she opened the door to see if he's okay. And the cat was gone. He managed to go up and open the net, because I had the window open on the net for air. He managed to open the net, and he ran off, and the cat was gone. So then my daughter was going everywhere searching for it, and they made flyers and Facebook posts, you know, to find the cat. And after 2 days, someone messaged us saying the cat was in the fields around. So my daughter went with her partner, and they got a cage, but they struggled to get the cat.
They didn't get him, actually.
Struggled. They didn't even manage.
The cat. You called me.
Exactly, they didn't manage.
And he was in the building that wasn't built opposite you.
Mind you, this cat was with an infection. I mean...
Yeah, but when I went up and called him, he came running. I picked him up, and then I was afraid I was going to hurt his arm. So I let him go, and he hid. Then Nicky came with a cage, and we managed to get him in some bricks. He was in those. And that's it. Then we brought him back here.
He was a handful.
He was gone for about 3 days because I put him in the trees over that side. And then he came out after 3 days. I had the antibiotics, which I couldn't give him, but he's a survivor.
He's a survivor.
He's over 18, maybe even over 20.
How many years ago did that happen?
3,
3 years ago.
approximately 3 years, yeah.
3 years ago.
No, he's doing all right for himself. He goes to the restaurants. The fishermen feed him. He comes here occasionally.
I don't go close.
I was going to say, what's the relationship like with him?
Bad. He feels like, I think he feels like
she
I
picks him
was
up
the
to take
one
him to the
that
vet.
inflicted his harm.
Exactly.
And
They remember.
he probably thinks I'm the blame, you know? Yes.
There's 3 of them. If a different cat comes down there, all 3 of them, including Nano, will chase him away. Him, Silver, and Ginger, the moaner. You might have met him going along.
The one that talks a lot.
Yes, the ginger one. Silver's, when he first was dumped here, he's still young. He's big, but he's young. The first thing he did was went and got 3 hooks into his mouth. Somebody was fishing with a lot of hooks. He stole their fish, and he came up with 3 hooks. And Rosa, from Cat Village, paid for the taking out of the hooks, plus getting him neutered. My wife used to do this. My late wife used to do this before. I think we were the first people to neuter cats many years before you were born, definitely. Because in those days, we had to pay for it. Nowadays, you get vouchers. I used to work in Libya, so it was no problem. Money wasn't any problem then. And the cats, I loved them because we used to breed as well. We used to breed Siamese with Burman when my wife was alive. Plus, she used to pick up strays, get them neutered, to get a passport. She used to send a lot to Germany. In those days, they wanted them there. Quite a few years back now, at least 60 years. Yes, my wife's been dead now, what, 10, 11 years already. And I'm carrying after what she used to do. Oh, there you go. He's still there. Em. I'm having him with me. I'm having him with me. Oh, Bob, not me.
Is he usually like that or not?
No, he's still aggressive.
Still aggressive?
Well, he's older than him, isn't he? And he's been here longer. I mean, she's always here. Silver most of them come up here because they get fed as well. Besides the food
They get a bit annoying.
sometimes.
They get a bit annoying because they sit with these little eyes while you're enjoying your fish.
Yes.
And you cannot help not give to the cats. But then again, they go everywhere. They're never satisfied. They go even in the kitchen. They don't go inside the kitchen. They just sit like this at the door, by the door, waiting for someone to give them something.
No, there's something special about all animals, dear. They've all got their own characters. They've all got healing power. People should learn off these animals. You can see, you can learn a lot from them.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come on. Here you are. Oh, here you are, Mr. Bugalooks. And you. And you. Come on. Come on. Come on this way. Come on, Sue Ellen. This one here. What's wrong with you? You don't like the menu? Come on. Well, I've been doing this for about 50 years now. I mean, this wasn't here. This wall is very, very old. It belongs to the Knights. And it was all flat over there, all flat and green where the Hilton was here. There were only 2 cats. And then I started feeding them and building houses, you know, and you know how they are. I mean, cats are normally like men. You know, with this food and caresses, they come. People keep filming, people keep sending photographs, you know, and they're coming back with their children, they're grown up. They come on their honeymoon, they say, I've been here 10 years ago, you know, and they come back. I mean, it's something therapeutic. People come here when they leave their boyfriends, their girlfriends, you know, can I have a kitten? I mean, for me, it was something valuable. I mean, it's okay, feeding them and money-wise and all that, but it's something completely different, you know, something psychological. We're even introducing them into hospitals now, and they know their animals are therapeutic, as I said, and it's very calming, you know. Even caressing a cat, it's something that you take back. It's very, very healing. I mean, as I said, I was practically locked down for 2 months, being elderly, plus my leg was in plaster, so it was 3 months. And luckily I had them. They know. They know that something is wrong, you know. And the feeling for me, it was something more than medicine. This one just rushes. This one just rushes to my house, this one. This one just rushes. No, I know, Mama loves you, Mommy loves you. I know, Mommy loves you, Mommy. Mommy loves you. Yes, she's taking you there. I mean, I come from Valletta, and it all started with one cat that I found when I was young, and I took it home, and she was pregnant, and then I didn't know what neutering was. I was about 12. And I took her home, and I put her inside, and she had kittens. And I put them under my sheet, and when my mom came, she said, what have you got underneath there? What are those mountains? I said, oh, nothing, there's nothing. And then they, me, what's that? I said, well, I found them, you know. She said, take them out. I said, no. Anyway, to cut it short, you know, I took her to the vet, and I brought up the kittens and found them homes, and that's where it all started. And then I was working at university, and I worked there for 44 years, and I built the sort of colony, not built it, I mean, you know, we're taking their land, like, so they are there, so we have to feed them, and neuter them, and take care of them. I called it Cats on Campus. And students used to come to my office, especially during exams, you know, can I spend a bit of time? Oh, my boyfriend left me, oh, my girlfriend left me. And I solved a lot of problems, I'm telling you. Became like an institution now. Everybody has his own quarters over there. I mean, it's educational, you know. We can't live without animals. We have to share life. For the little you give them, they give you so much in return, believe me. Her name is Chogim. So she came when this conference was here, the Chogim. So I named them sometimes after something. So I know practically what year, how old they are, you know. So I have Charlie, who's 2.5, when that ugly thing happened in France. You know, je suis Charlie, so I call him Charlie. And then I have Mr. Carrot, and this is Mr. Carrot, okay? Then I have Koshka. Then I have Sue Ellen over there. And I have James. Jimmy, where are they? Ah, Felix. Ah, the Stigger. He's a lovely character. Come on, darling. Give us a kiss. Come on, Mama. He comes upstairs sometimes, this one. Oh, she comes upstairs.
What's wrong with Lydia?
Catherine.
Why can't you get to it?
Well, the cat village is going to be taken away now, and they're giving me an alternative room down the road, which won't be the same because cats don't stay in a room, you know. But I have no alternative. I mean, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I mean, it's all this construction going on, unfortunately. We're taking their space, you know. And once we've taken all their space, we cut all the trees, then we can eat our money. I wrote to Hilton International about 6-7 years ago. I wrote whatever, asked the council too. So somebody from the council and somebody from the animal welfare, we came to this compromise. I mean, as I said, I had no choice, you know, so I can't do anything.
Unfortunately, after years of fighting for the survival of the much-loved cat village, the day Rosa was dreading for close to a decade had finally arrived. The removal of the iconic cat village, plus the upheaval of the cats, is truly a loss to Malta's cat community. Many memories and stories were shared at the original site, which is now lost forever.
That's it. You're gonna watch them there? You're gonna hate them? You're gonna swear at them? You're gonna scratch them? You're gonna send them to hell? I believe that the country is judged even by the way they keep their animals. I always believe that. If you don't have animals, you don't love yourself. And cats extend life, as I said. Cats give life.
Cat project, the name was Atus. I worked on it back in 2010 when I was studying in college, Dartington College of Arts. I was doing a BA Honours in Fine Arts, and I chose to come back to Malta and work around the idea of the stray cats, and spoke to local people and their love towards the cats, and I decided to create sort of like a big statue, like the idea of the saint of the cat. It took me 2 months, stressful 2 months. I was working in November, which was like really humid. And in Malta, it was like around like 100% humidity. It was done first in clay and then in fiberglass. The initial idea was that the statue would be painted white and different artists would be using it as a back canvas. It was installed in Taali, and then from there on came here during a street art festival, and it stayed here since then. And obviously here it's much more, it created certain interest as well, even with Japanese tourists and whoever love cats, and it came in a good area where there's a lot of cats. This time I'm giving it at least like 5 coats, and even when I do the paint job, it would be like varnished and everything, like UV protection. So, because obviously the weather here in Malta is like sea salt, sun, wind, sea salt, sun, and wind. So it's the perfect combination to tear something now, you know, like weathering. We used to have stray dogs and stray cats, but they were sort of like treated in a way differently. And nowadays you don't see any more like stray dogs, but stray cats are more people, they go crazy. So in every village you would have like 2 or 3 cats. People who would take care of cats and feed them and take care of them. And here, actually, there's quite a big colony of cats. All cats are super relaxed. No one is afraid of anything.
And now they've got their god up there.
They're saint,
watching
you know?
over them. Do you think he's watching over them?
Could be, could be. Rubber Bodies Collective is a collective of artists, and we did this research on the winds in Malta and how winds would affect like people, and we spoke to local people, got a lot of stories, and in a particular place in Mjar, cats always like popped up, and it was quite interesting. So we decided to do the cat statue on one of the weather vanes. In fact, like the cat wind vane in Mjar, there's the cat, and then at the back, it's Paltal Baitar, the prickly pears. Because there was this particular story of this guy, which a big tornado came and took all his cats away, and some of them ended up in the prickly pear and really far away, and they started coming back like few days later, you know, so. And then there's the other from where the cat would be cleaning himself, the way he would be looking. Next day, the wind would be coming from that direction. And we heard it from more than one person, the same story, which was quite interesting, so yeah. So I would put a lot of, I don't know, pink clouds and things like this.
Okay.
The MTA asked me to restore it, so MTA provided me with all the materials as well. But it's been renovated, like, as the whole garden has been renovated, which it's quite a good thing. Shall I make smaller ones?
Did you show them the design, the MTA?
No, they left it quite open to me, I must say, which I was very pleased with that. They told me, like, the important is that it gets restored and you can do whatever you want and however you want, which is fantastic for me, for any artist in a way. Like, you're not being dictated what to do. I think she's more of a girl, because when I was working on it, I was more looking at female cats, because female cats have more of this sort of elegance to... The boys are much more rounder, no? Like we call them babushu, chagbira. They're bigger as well. In fact, you can easily recognize a cat male to a female cat.
Someone was telling me that down there, the gingers are usually male.
Exactly, the ginger ones, they're usually male and they're much bigger as well. Much more fair sort of thing. Even their over here is much more straighter, it doesn't really go in.
Listening to Matthew talk about big ginger cats reminded me of one of my favourites. The locals call this big friendly ginger Bob, after the eponymous cat in a street cat named Bob. He's one of the most beautiful gingers on the island. I call him the king because of his presence and regal stance. He demands your attention by not saying much at all. Every time I pass, I sit with him. He climbs up on my lap and we watch the passers-by. He is totally charming and impossible to ignore.
Street cats, a lot of time, they all fight for territory. So they always have some type of injury, you know? Before, the whiskers, they were very stiff, so now they're going to be a bit more like floppy flop.
What are they going to be made of?
Nylon. This they fish, they use it to fish swordfish. I still don't know what the connection is. I think people like fluffy things, no? And Maltese like fluffy things. No, I think I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think I can say why I like it. Because they're independent. And like, if they don't want to be bugged, they don't want to be bugged. Like I said before, like, the same goes for me. If I don't feel like having the cat next to me, he goes away. And there's that boat, no? I should write my name because I never wrote my name.
You should write at the bottom.
So, next time. Important is they enjoy it, no?
Well, nobody's going to stop for it. It was nice during the lockdown. Empty streets. 1, 2, 3. My name's Polly March. I am half Maltese, in spite of the name. Was born here, but I didn't live here. So I've now, they say falling leaves come back to their roots. So, you know, I'm probably coming back to my roots. I am an actor, director, teacher. I cook. And I feed, neuter, medicate, and attempt to home stray cats. Erica, Erica, Blackie, it's all right, they're not going to hurt you. It's all right, my sweetheart. All right, sweetie. All right, sweetie. I stay with you. I'll stay with you. Okay? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, my babies. All right. They're not going to hurt you. Such a joy. Usually, what I find here are leftover bits of food. People are really kind, they mean well, and they bring chicken bones, frankfurters. They bring food for the cats, which of course they can't eat. So most mornings I have to collect up Tigger. This is Tigger. Tigger is a naughty boy. You're a bad boy, aren't you?
What does he do?
Well, he frightens Erica. Erica, come, my sweetie. Erica. All right, don't come near him. We'll try and keep him away. Erica, come, my poppet. Come, my... It's all right, look. They're not going to hurt you. Come, my pretty. Come, my pretty girl. Come, my pretty girl. Baby, come up here, come up here. He won't get you. No, Tigger, go home. Tigger, go. I came to Malta because my sister, who had come out to Malta as director of the British Council, or ended up as director of the British Council here, also from England, when she retired from that with an MDE from the Queen for her services to the arts, she then went and worked with Chris Gatt at the St. James Cavalier. And here we have Loopy Louie, who is extremely nosy, he likes to know what's going on. And he developed cancer. And because I'd had quite a lot of work up to that moment, I had money in the bank. And so I thought I can live in Malta for 3 months, look after her, see how it is. But once I was here, and realised that there was no way I was going back after 3 months, I've managed to find this place, and here I am, very happy. Christmas Day, we had some of the family over from England, and my niece Sarah said, look, there are some stray cats over there in the empty house. Shall we feed them? And we've got lots of turkey left over. So, yes, let's feed them. And that was it. Christmas Day 2006, written on my heart, is the day I started feeding cats in Malta. And you can't stop. Good morning. Smile, you're on camera. They're all about 12. They must be coming up for 12. And we've got 7 rescued cats. Hello, my babies. Where's the babies? Poopa. Now, this is like a military exercise. Bootsy is very greedy. And she scoffs everything here, rushes across the park, and frightens Woody. Woody is another freeloader. There's Woody. Hello, my man. Hello, you're just waiting.
What happened to his nose, that cat?
She's very, very sick, Millie. And I've debated and debated whether or not to take her to the vet, but she's 12, coming up 13. She eats really well. The trauma of trying to trap her, getting her from here to the vet, time in the vet, maybe a drip, maybe injections, with possibly euthanasia. Yeah. So I think the decision I've come to is, in the end, unless she manifests being in pain, and cats have a very high pain threshold, I'll leave her alone. She'll go in her own good time. I suppose because the need is there. It's to do with perception. Once you see something, you can't unsee it. We only fed those. And then gradually, I started seeing cats. And eventually, I started feeding them as well, knowing that it was, you know, downhill all the way now. I may go out and feed. The add-on to that is that I trap them, have them neutered, medicate them when needed, and foster occasionally. But there are others who do so much more, who have sanctuaries, who, in their quiet way, are constantly... They become the focal point for people saying, I've got a, you know, there's a sick cat in, can somebody go and those are admirable. Those are admirable. They give every minute that they can to the betterment of the life of cats. I wish we had a much more comprehensive educational program for neutering. And although there are initiatives every now and then, for this month we'll be neutering cats free, if there could be more of that, more support for feeders, and I don't know what it stems from, but it breaks my heart. Somewhere buried deep inside, this feeling that cats are vermin. So abuse, I mean, the cruelty is so widespread. That concerns me, but I don't know how you change that. That's just about education, and maybe it's generational, maybe. But at the moment, it's the lack of understanding of the need to neuter. Because, as I said, the kittens born from interbreeding are often very sick, and they have horrid little lives, and then they die a horrid little death. I deal with people who hate me, hate the cats, poison them, or who attack me personally, or in a passive-aggressive way get some kind of revenge on me by putting dog poo in the water or, you know, whatever, throwing their biscuits in the street. So cats dying, naturally or unnaturally, is always a sadness. Cats being displaced because of the obscene amount of construction going on construction has meant that they're driven from safe and secure places to others, so they fall down quarries, because suddenly where there was a field is now a 30-foot deep hole 100 meters across. So a lot of them are driven from their safe places by the construction. I've got 7.
7 at home.
Yes. And then in toto, we feed about 50 a day. But with natural wastage, neutering, poisoning, RTAs, we're down to about 20 a day. Cats keep you entirely in your place, you know where you are. You are a tin opener. That's it. And they have elegance and grace and wit and charm and naughtiness. They've got a lot of character traits that are amusing, funny, and charming. This is how you break things. I've taken everything off there, everything, because you have smashed everything. Loopy, Loopy Louie. Oh, Loopy. I've had to remove everything. He's smashed so much.
Has he broken props?
Oh, all the time. He breaks. It's daily. Daily. Loopy Louie. I don't know why he hasn't started on this side. Perhaps I should just shut my mouth. What's that, Loopy? Come on, man. You can do it. Yes. Oh, a feat of daring do there. He doesn't know he's a cat. He's a slightly superior human because he's very judgmental. He looks at you and unfortunately, most of the time, you disappoint him. But the others are a tribe. They look after each other, they sleep together, they clean each other. Bertie is a kind of daddy mum. He's the one that they all want to be with. If they're frantic about something, once they're with Bertie, they calm down. And because they're feral, they're not particularly affectionate. Casper, beautiful, so beautiful, huge, fluffy, ginger and white. Every time he looks at me, it's, oh God, do I know you? I've never seen you before, you're going to hit me. And he will allow me to touch him if he's on the bed beside Bertie. Then if I'm really careful, I can stroke him. Otherwise, he's just gone. So it's really interesting. I appear not to have cats living with me for affection. We've done it out of need because I wasn't able to home them maybe, or they were too sick. And we weren't sure if they would recover, and by the time they were recovered, you certainly can't chuck them out. So I live with one cat who's very affectionate and very needy, and one cat who isn't really sure if you're on his level at all, and 5 who kind of come and go.
A week after our interview with Polly, I'd learned through social media that Blackie was missing. He went missing on a Thursday, and the Nasha locals made it their mission to find him. Saturday afternoon, success. It wasn't all good news, however. He'd been hit by a car. Vic at Pets and Vets was wonderful, urging Polly to bring him in after hours. Blackie was suffering from multiple leg injuries and stayed with Vic for 2 weeks. Meanwhile, public appeal rang out to find his forever home, as he could not go back on the street. It was proving impossible, so Ivan and I stepped in as temporary fosterers.
Once a day.
Once a day.
All right, so you've
On
got
all the left and the right, wherever he's got the wounds.
wherever he's got the wounds, you've got one on both back legs, one is smaller than the other, and one on the, where he's got the worst one on the right, he's got one on the side.
The search for Blackie's forever home was ongoing, and time was running out.
I've been down these crossroads, oh so many times, that I've lost
At the last moment, a saviour came forward.
Blackie. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Blackie. Will you wait for me? I'm coming home, I'm coming home.
I really didn't think he should go back on the street. He needed to be in a home because he's an old cat and he's got serious injury and it's just not feasible. Plus, I was quite interested in getting a cat again, but I didn't want a young cat because obviously I'm getting older, so an older cat for me is perfect, so Blackie fit the bill.
And he's settling in fine now?
Yes, he settled completely.
He's
my alarm clock in the morning.
Is he?
7:15 in the morning, he is meowing for his breakfast.
That's around that time is when I used to feed, any time between 7 and 7:45.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's quite insistent when he wants to eat. And he's got an extremely good appetite.
King of all his surveys, isn't
Yes.
he? And what's brilliant, as you know, when you first offered, which is more than a month ago, I said it would be wonderful, but you've got Gigi, and I can't see him settling with a dog. Well, never was I happier to be so wrong, because he's got Gigi there.
Yep.
He'll let him come quite close and just go. Blackie's one of the luckiest cats I've heard of. He's got a happy ending, and I'm sure, along with Margaret, with you, we would really, really want a happy ending for all those strays, for all those sick ones to be found, to be helped, to be neutered, to be fed well. And if it is right, because it's not right for all of them, that each of them is safe and secure outside, if that's what they want. And the best, if it's right for them, is to have a loving home. He's found one, so we just want a happy ending for all of them, don't we, Margaret?
Yeah, absolutely.
I come approximately once daily, but somewhere I like to go 2 times a day because of the water, it runs out. I'm Isaac and I'm 13. They're the other side. I started because I saw a cat, which was that one, in front of my door. And I started, and I followed her, and I started to feed them.
How many cats do you think you feed?
Approximately 35 right now. Because when I leave, they come. When I was young, I got a kitten. And he was crazy, you know. And I loved him more than anyone. And now, from 1 cat, 2. From 2 cats, 3. And, Mom, if you're seeing this, bring another one. I trap and neuter cats. Neutering is difficult because you need money, a lot of money to neuter. But trapping, it is difficult because you 4 to 5 hours like this, waiting for a cat to go in a cage. Trapping happens all around the year, but mainly I do it August, that time of the year, because it's hot and cats are hungry and thirsty, so they are more attracted to the food. And people from my school gave money, and we managed to buy a trap. A cat trap. And another problem is that when you catch the wrong cat in the trap, and then when you go and catch the cat you got by mistake, it won't go in. One time, that's all. Because the cat trap does this sound. A really hard sound, so...
The cats don't forget, I don't
No,
think.
we don't forget that. I feed the cats from the food of my pocket money, the money I earn, everything. My mom, my grandma, everything like that. On my summer holidays, I go fishing. I go fishing down near the sea view, near St. Paul's Island. I catch fish, cook them, and give them to the cats here. Next week, I'm going to buy everything again and start fishing.
Have you been fishing from a young age?
Yes. There's the feed there, huh? Let me go and talk to her. Nikki, all right. Ġew jieħdu 4 xosta tates. Għax qed jagħmlu film, Cats of Malta. Ma jixtiequ jieħdu 4 ritratti tates. Jistgħu jew? Jieħdu 4 ritratti?
I met Isaac over here. Actually, I've seen him. He would come here sometimes next to the cats to feed. So, I mean, that's how I think everyone knows each other here. We know each other. People know me here, like, because of the cats. At least the people here, I know, no one I don't think knows me by my name here. They know me as the cat girl, because when one gets trapped somewhere, I'm always the first one to come.
Hello.
Go ahead.
There. All right.
No, I've always had cats around me from when I was young. There's never a period in my life when, like, I didn't have a cat around me. So I love all animals, but cats I have, like, a special bond.
Look, there's a kitten there. Titni profa naqbalhulek? Le? All right. In there. Emmek, he's coming.
I think it's the first time they're eating today. I've been coming every day trying to feed them. Because now I want to catch them next because their eyes, they have cat flu. That's why their eyes are closed. So they are going to be my next target. Now I'm going to take them to a fosterer so that they will take care of them because here it's not safe. Most of the time the kittens here always end up disappearing. Either they go in the cars or they get hit by a car. The colony is too big as well, we can't afford. So if they can be home, that's always better. Here is the youngest feeder that I know, and especially that owns his own trap and trap strays, that's for sure.
I don't see a lot of kids doing this job. I consider it as a job. I'm feeding the cats. Come with me. Okay.
With the dreams of one day becoming a pilot, Isaac wants to dedicate his time and money to creating a sanctuary for these animals.
I'm just 11 years old, but because of me, a whole community came together to buy me cat food and helping me.
I'm kind of shy then.
Everyone knows everyone?
Yes, everyone knows everyone here.
And you think cats connecting the island?
I think so, Tom. I think so. Because people see me, hello, you're the one that feeds cats. So cats, you know, have connectivity.
Eva. He's biting his tummy. Because then they get rough. And Joey has a lot of fat, so he has a lot where to catch him, Andy.
Joey and Andy.
Yes, yes. Joey is the fat one. Now he's giving up, look. This is Animal Guardians Cat Cafe. We started off, actually, in 2004. We started off as street cat rescue with a group of students. We used to go around talking in streets and in schools. We used to group the students and build cat shelters. And we used to talk about the importance of neutering. This was always a dream of ours, to have a space, because how many cats can you care for at home? There was one point when I had 40. I had a space in my house for them, and I had 40 rescues, and we had a flat at Sidjiwi, which a lady had kindly lent to us, and we had another 25 over there. So now, 8 June, 4 years we've been here. We had a lot of adoptions. We do home visits, we don't just give the cats out, and then we do follow-ups. Because sometimes you do find cases of abuse, or they try to trick you to keep the cats in a field to catch the mice, or in a garage for the stores. And there were a couple of cases where we brought the cats back with the help of the police when they weren't following our instructions that these are to be loved as part of the family, not just, you know, used.
Come on, baby.
What's happening to Grace?
So now he's lost weight, so we're taking him for a vet checkup to see what's happening.
Come on.
Maybe he has gingivitis, or maybe... There, he's ready. Mela, let me get her cage ready first. Now he will meow with a different meow.
It sounds like it's saying no.
What a voice, oh.
It sounds like no.
I call him Smoker.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
It's all right.
No.
It's okay.
No.
Meow. What meow? We believe a lot in cat therapy. I clearly remember we were going to close, and we saw a couple coming with an old lady, because here they have a section for dementia, bedridden, wheelchair-bound, stuff like that. And we didn't have the heart of telling them, Isma, we're closing, and we let her come in. And it was the minister, Carmelo Abela, and with his wife and her mother. And when she came in, I cried that time, because she started crying herself, and I gave her a kitten, and she started holding it. And her daughter told me, we have a hard time to take her out of her ward. She told me we never saw her so happy, and Il Marelli, it was like I won a lottery when I saw her so happy with the kitten in her arms, and they started bringing her. So then that encouraged us that, yes, studies have been done abroad on animal therapy, and even specifically on cat therapy. For example, there was a person, her mother was very sick with cancer, and she used to come here about 4 times a week. And she used to tell me, when I come here, I forget totally about the pain and the suffering my mother is going through. This is what cats do. actually, we would like to see more coordination between the NGOs, between the animal NGOs. Because I think what happens is that we are so drowning in our heavyweight. We don't realize that if we join together, we can help the animals more. I'm not going to say each other. We can be stronger if we unite as animal NGOs. That's my point. And we believe also that the feeders should be helped, because there are many feeders around Malta, many. At 3 in the morning, till perhaps 7 in the morning, before they go to work, they go and feed. There are others who, after a day's work, they go and feed afterwards till 11 at night. So these feeders who are giving their time, I mean, this is helping society at the end of the day. No one is obliging them to do it. They buy the food from their own pocket. They medicate their cats from their own pocket. We expect the government to recognize feeders. As such, there is no legal body like NGOs. We're an NGO, we set up a team. The feeders, we believe that the government should set up a whole sort of NGO for feeders and help them. It doesn't mean he needs to give them money, but he can give them, perhaps, directly from the companies, from the pet food companies, food. Why should these people who get up, there are some of them, they feed about 11 colonies. So I believe that the government should help regards the food and regards the medication.
Mr. King.
We would like to ask for help also, because we try helping cats and even people, but we really, really need help. The biggest issue is food, because...
How many cats do you have here?
We have nearly 200, because we got in 7 from the dockyard. They were being run over by the containers. We get cats who have been through very, very bad abuse. For example, there's this gray one here. Let me try to make him turn out. The one with the turquoise eyes. There was a lady, she had called me, and she told me that there is a cat, he's been 5 days going up and down the wall with a tin stuffed in, a can stuffed in his face. I had went, and after, it took me about 2 hours, I had caught him. And he was really injured. I had his face really cut badly. Then we took him to the vet. The vet sedated him, and then slowly, slowly, he cut it in and he removed it. His face was very badly slashed. Then we kept him for medication. And nowadays he's over here. He's still afraid, but at least he's settled down and he's safe.
Actually, coming here, it really helped me a lot, because I learned a lot how not just to trap and care for the animals, but I became more conscious of how cats are suffering outside, you know. So coming here, I really learned a lot, and I appreciate more the effort done by the volunteers, but it's tough. But they thank you really in a nice way, so it's worth it.
After immersing myself in Malta's cat community, the biggest takeaway for me was that despite some ongoing issues, such as a lack of public education, funding for NGOs, and a need for ongoing neutering programs, there are plenty of positives. Cats provide mental health benefits, attract tourists, and give most people around the island endless joy. Malta's cats bring together the cat community, and this unity is the reason that cat culture in Malta is stronger, now more than ever.
I mean, they give me back so much. You say, why cats, not other animals? I like them because cats turn their back on you. They're very independent. yeah, free spirit, like I am practically.
Actually, I'm even trying to live a life like a cat. I try to chill as much as possible. I try to lay in the sun as much as possible. They're actually calling me Misha because my name is Michelle, and Misha is a cat.
Cats of Malta have become intertwined in my mind. Wherever I look now, I see cats. And I think they are part of the landscape, and they enhance the landscape, and they enhance our cityscape. And just stroking a cat considerably lowers your chances of having a heart attack. So I think we should all go around stroking cats and being very, very calm.
Thank you so much.